was awesome. Hey Kids Planet, it's me, Hannah. If you missed last week, I'm house sitting. I was super worried about having a boring summer. Bored in the house, I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house, I'm in the house, bored. But my friend showed me that we can have fun all together right here in the house. So today, I planned a super surprise for them. It's time.
Hey, check it. Hope you two brought your game faces because it is on. Inside, you will find an elaborate obstacle course you will have to master in order for you to attempt to beat me. Last one to not be nerfed wins. And remember, the one rule in this game, the floor is lava. The floor is lava. Also, take off your shoes so you don't get the house and all things dirty.
Whoa, that's intense.
I know, and she was worried about this summer being boring.
Whew. Wow.
All right, ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain!
No! Vince! Victory is mine! So, are you guys hungry?
Sure, yeah.
Me too. Let's go have a snack.
Whoa, what is that?
And on a log, you silly goose.
Isn't that made with like celery?
Yeah, but who really likes celery?
Good point. You know, that is surprisingly tasty.
Let me see.
Slimy yet satisfying.
It's a little weird. I think I'd just rather have normal Takis.
I guess that works too.
So actually, I had an idea for a Bible story about choices.
Awesome, which story did you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking about how in the story of Joseph and his brothers, that Joseph had to make one of the toughest choices ever. He had to choose to forgive them for some pretty terrible things.
Oh yeah, that is a story about a really tough choice.
Yeah, good idea for the Bible story, Vince. It's easy to forget that since Joseph got to be so important when he was the right-hand man to Pharaoh, that he actually had been through a lot.
All because of his brothers.
That's right, Christian. Joseph had an important choice to make when his brothers came to Egypt. He had become important to Pharaoh because God gave him the ability to interpret dreams.
Like when Joseph was able to predict the 7 years of famine where no one could grow food, and he helped save Egypt with God's help.
Exactly, and that's what brought Joseph's brothers to Egypt. But even though Joseph recognized his brothers right away, none of them knew it was him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
It's pretty interesting. Here, I'll read it. Since Joseph was governor over all of Egypt and in charge of selling grain to all the people, it was to him that his brothers came. When they arrived, they bowed before him with their faces to the ground. Joseph recognized his brothers instantly, but he pretended to be a stranger and spoke harshly to them. "Where are you from?" he demanded.
Oh yeah, that's right. Joseph wasn't super nice to his brothers when he first saw them.
I mean, I'm not sure I blame him. His brothers were terrible to him.
That's true. I mean, some of his brothers even wanted to kill him at one point.
Yeah, and his brothers even sold him as a slave, which eventually led to him being thrown in prison for something he didn't even do.
Right. But even though Joseph went through some terrible things, he chose to have faith that God would help him through it. And God did.
And don't forget about the choice that Joseph made for his brothers either.
Oh, right. So anyways, Joseph decided to keep testing his brothers since they didn't recognize him. He sent them home with the food that they asked for, but he told them not to come back unless they brought their youngest brother, Benjamin, along with them.
So when his brothers came back with Benjamin, Joseph takes this opportunity to test his brothers again.
Yeah, this time he hid an expensive cup in Benjamin's bag, and then he had his guards accuse Benjamin of stealing this cup.
Joseph expected his brothers to leave Benjamin behind as easily as they had sold Joseph to become a slave all of those years before. But to surprise, his brothers begged for him to have mercy on Benjamin.
And this really shocked Joseph. This is where he had such an important choice to make. You should read the next part, Vince.
Listen to how Joseph responds. "I am Joseph," he said to his brothers. "Is my father still alive?" But his brothers were speechless. They were stunned to realize that Joseph was standing there in front of them. "Please come closer," he said to them. So they came closer. And he said again, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into slavery in Egypt. But don't be upset and don't be angry with yourselves for selling me to this place. It was God who sent me here ahead of you to preserve your lives."
Joseph made a really tough choice to forgive his brothers, even after they hadn't treated him well. And we have that same choice to make in our lives. We can all choose to forgive, even when it isn't easy.
We have to choose to forgive our friend when they do something like forget our birthday. But we also need to choose to forgive big things like when someone really hurts our feelings.
That's a great point. I know I would have a hard time forgiving my siblings the way that Joseph did.
I think Colossians 3:13 is a great verse to remember when it can be tough to forgive someone. "Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others."
That's a really great verse to keep in mind. Thanks for thinking of this Bible story for us today, Vince.
Thanks for letting me share it.
Of course. You know, I actually planned another surprise for you guys.
Really? What is this? I don't get it.
Ahead of you is a clue-lined path. This first one could be tricky and may even require some math. Walk up and don't run. Your next clue is in the couch on the floor 1 + 1. It's a scavenger hunt.
Oh, I get it. We need to go to school.
What?
Yeah, you hid it in my math class, right?
No, Christian. All the clues are in the house.
Oh.
I figured it out. Come on.
What are you doing?
So I think the 1 + 1 is supposed to be the second floor. And she made sure we were safe when we walked and not ran up the stairs.
In the couch. Got it, in the couch. Found it.
Nice job.
Let's see what it says. Whew. Your final clue can be found in a much wetter spot. You may need sunglasses to go out where it's hot. This clue, I'll hit it right on the nose. Go outside and look under the hose. That's so easy.
Yeah. Come on.
Let's go. Oh, yes,
Nice.
found it.
Great job finding all my clues.
We did it. We're done.
There's more.
What? Okay, keep going, sorry.
A surprise awaits if you solve this next ruse. A wonderful surprise, so don't go and be rude. The place you should look is the cupboard, full of lots of food.
Oh, I know this one. We get more food!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just kind of got started. I really do not like clowns.
I am so sorry, Christian. I thought that would be funny. I didn't mean to scare you. If someone scared me with birds like that, I would feel the same way. Will you forgive me?
Yeah, Hannah, I forgive you.
Thank you. Hey, how about you pick what we do next?
That sounds good.
Okay, let's go. So Christian, what do you want to do?
You know, I think creating our own mini golf course throughout the house sounds pretty fun.
I agree. I'll even text Faith and Jonathan to see if they can come over to play mini golf since it was Jonathan's idea last week.
Great idea. I totally forgot Jonathan was the one that came up with that.
So, where do we begin? How much longer until Faith and Jonathan get here?
20 minutes, maybe more?
I'm bored. I know. How about we...
No, Vince. No, no, no. I have a great idea.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Faith, I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, I guess you guys did a makeover while you were waiting?
Pretty much.
It was awesome.
Are you guys gonna show us the mini golf course?
Oh yeah, come on.
So, what Bible story did you guys read today?
Vince had the awesome idea to go over the story of Joseph and the tough choice he had to make to forgive his brothers.
Nice one.
Thanks. I think it's an important lesson for us all to remember. There's so many times where we need to choose forgiveness.
Yeah, I even had to ask Christian to forgive me today.
Really? And did you? Of course.
I mean, Hannah's my friend, and friends should always choose to forgive.
Aw, thanks, friend.
So Hannah, are you having a pretty fun summer so far?
I am, thanks to you guys.
I mean, I never knew there were so many fun things you could do in your own house.
Yeah, I was gonna plan a movie night outside with a big white sheet, but now it's raining outside and we can't even do s'mores.
Sure we can.